gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the
Can't
world.
handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war room.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got an exciting one for you this evening in the teams division. Round one matchup of the call-out tournament. It's an exciting one. We got, stop me if you've heard this one before. We got Back to Formula going up against Sexual Chocolate. I say stop me if you've heard this one before because this is the fourth time these teams have played each other. I believe this is the first time in Melee history where two teams have faced each other 4 times. We've had a few trilogies, never had a quadrilogy, so that's very exciting. So I think this is going to be a really good one. Every time these two teams face one another, I think they bring out the best in one another. I mean, currently, Sexual Chocolate is in the lead in this rivalry, 2-1. But I think anything could happen because I think Back to Formula's one win that they have over Sexual Chocolate was maybe the most dominant of the 3 games. So I think it's a pretty even rivalry. And honestly, one of my favorite rivalries in Melee right now. I just love seeing these teams go back and forth. And we're going to talk to the teams right now, starting with the number 4 ranked team in the tournament, the team that was called out, Sexual Chocolate, Rue, Ryan, and their manager, Scott. Guys, how you feeling going into a match against people that you've played many a times now?
I didn't know it was 4 times. I mean, I didn't know that was a record. I was just going to come here and say that it's just hella dope that we are doing well enough to even be rivals with Jake and Mark. But the fact that we now have a record, pretty fucking cool.
Honestly, yeah. To be honest, I'll be honest, I'm kind of surprised we were kind of a team that was called out. I mean, I do enjoy playing against Jake and Mark, and I did like the fact that our matches are liked in this community enough to where it's like, oh, trilogy wasn't good enough. No, let's keep going. Let's make this a best of 5 series. So, and if it continues on, we'll make it a best of 7. So I kind of like that.
What's the best 4th movie in the franchise? Just a question for everyone, I guess, to think about. I would posit John Wick Chapter 4 is a good good shout. But anyway, this is going to be a fun match.
Part of me wants to say The Matrix.
We're not looking at any comment Kaiser.
Fury Road.
Fury Road. This is going to be fun. Oh, true. Yeah, valid. This is going to be fun. It's kind of weird to manage against my former clients, but none of that matters now. And I'm here to help Rue and Ryan. And it's going to be a great match, but I'm happy with whatever the outcome is because I like everyone here.
All right. Well, sounds good. Best of luck to you, gentlemen. We'll now put your manager backstage, and we'll bring in your opponents for this evening. The number 2 ranked team in the tournament. We got Mark and Jake, Back to Formula. Jake, I'll start with you because I know I believe you were the one behind this call-out, considering you've been calling Sexual Chocolate out in your post-match interviews since the title match that you played against them. So how you feeling going into today's match now that you got what you wanted?
To quote the end credit song to Spider-Man 2, Vindicated. I've wanted this match since I heard the source code question, and I've wanted this rematch for forever. It felt like, I'm a big fan of stories and mythology and Greek mythology. The story of Icarus. Father made him wings, made out of feathers and wax, flew as high as he could, got too close to the sun, it melted the wax, he fell into the ocean. In this metaphor, Mark and I were Icarus. The wings and that's the title. It's the championship title. The sun is Sexual Chocolate, and the ocean is source code. And I felt like we, in our hubris, fell to a greater threat. And I plan to make sure that doesn't happen again today. I want it to be perfectly balanced. I just think that this is a team that is underappreciated when it comes to beating strong-ass teams, and I want to be even with them. That is it. If Macaulay Culkin can get even with Ted Danson, then I want to get even with Sexual Chocolate. But absolutely much respect. You have 2 wins over us. The only other team that has 2 wins over us is Judgment City. So you're in good nature there. But I really
about team we want to get vengeance on.
Just real quick, happy to be here. Really, we're looking forward to this match. I will say, Ryan, you expose yourself. Clearly don't watch our content. If you have been watching our content, you know that this match was 100% happening. Everybody should have known this match was definitely happening when this was a call-out tournament.
Right.
I try to have one foot in and one foot out the door. If that's gonna be my downfall, then thanks for the kick in the ass for me to start watching this again.
One more viewer. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. Well, good luck to you as well. We'll now get into round number 1, which will work like this. It is the whiteboard round. So the teams will be asked 8 questions, 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they'll answer individually on their whiteboards. And should any individual player get all 8 questions correct, they'll be asked a bonus question, also worth a point. Each team has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we get started?
All good.
All right. Then your first question will come in the category of family. In Big Fat Liar, Jason and Kaylee sabotage Marty Wolf's pool, which ends up turning his skin color. Ends up turning his skin what color? Excuse me. I haven't seen this movie since I was like 5. And another reminder that I am quite young.
So that you would say
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Rue.
Dabu-dee, dabu-die. Dabu-dee, dabu-die. Dabu-dee, dabu-die. He's blue.
And Jake.
Fun fact, what happened to Payson not too long ago? Blue.
Ryan.
Blue.
And Mark.
Yeah, thanks, Payson. Blue.
Blue is correct. Clean sweep. So your next question will come in the category of classics. Who plays Madeline, Who plays Madeline, the woman Scotty is tasked with following in Vertigo? I don't know why I can't read today. That's fun. Say, it would have been funny if Mark called out Ryan for not watching our content and then he misses that Big Fat Liar question. Would have been irony.
That's another reason I'm making blue.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Jake.
Kim Novak.
And Ryan.
No, I wrote down Ava Marie Saint.
And Mark.
It's Vivian Lee.
And Rue.
No.
Kim Novak is correct.
Good shit, Jake.
So Formula takes the first lead 3-2 as we get in your next question in the category of Oscars. What was the only film for which Wes Anderson received an Oscar nomination for Best Director? Since this director came up and one of the players is here, I'll say check out Film Hot Takes. This is a very good, solid episode of 1. There's probably a few more episodes by the time this came out. I'm sure they were great too. I haven't watched them yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Ryan.
I put down Moonrise Kingdom.
And we'll go to Mark.
Just pick this best one, Grand Budapest Hotel.
And Rue.
I also said Grand Budapest Hotel.
And Jake.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Grand Budapest Hotel is correct.
Makes more sense.
So 5-3 as we get into your fourth question, which will be in the category of war. What is the nickname of Matthew Modine's character in Full Metal Jacket? Would you look at that? Another film brought up in episode 1 of Film Hot Takes. I'm trying to get back into Cody's good graces because I was trolling him earlier today by constantly responding him in the chat with just a K. And I hope it's working. We'll see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Mark.
Joker.
And Rue.
I just went with one I knew about, Pile.
And Jake.
I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a real life toker.
And Ryan.
A playing card I never want to get, Joker.
Joker is correct.
Do you not play spades? What's happening there?
So 7-4 as we get in your next question in the category of sci-fi/fantasy. In Monty Python and the Holy Grail, what specifically happens that causes the knights to escape the Black Beast inside the cave of Chernabog? Comment in the private chat says, how are you trolling him? I believe I just said it, but I'll say it again. Cody kept sending messages in the chat, and I kept responding with just K. He didn't seem to like it very much. So again, I'd like to remind everyone, please watch Film Hot Takes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Rue.
I got nothing.
Jake.
The animator had a heart attack.
And Ryan.
I wrote down skip the scene.
And Mark.
I don't remember this at all. It said the beast explodes.
The animator dies of a heart attack is correct. So Jake will get the point there.
Good shit.
So your next question will come in the category of crime. James Cromwell, Kim Basinger, and Danny DeVito have supporting roles in what crime film? Should say 8-4 score coming out of that last question. Should have said that before for Cody for the editing. I'm sorry, Cody. I'm making it worse for myself now. Again,
come on, what are you doing?
Please watch Film Hot Takes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jake.
LA Confidential.
And Ryan.
LA Confidential.
And Mark.
I keep thinking you're going to get fired after this match, but we really can't afford that. So, LA Confidential.
And Rue.
LA Confidential.
LA Confidential is correct for the clean sweep. So your next question will come in the category of animated. What fairy tale character does Florence Pugh voice in Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Can't fire me. Who else is here for every single match? Most of the time, usually. Me. Can't get rid of me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Ryan.
I'm going to kick myself for not getting it. I wrote The Blue Fairy.
And Mark.
Goldilocks.
And Rue.
Goldilocks.
And Jake.
Goldilocks.
God damn it.
Goldilocks is correct. So 12-7 going into your final question of round number 1. And I should say, if Jake gets this question correct, he will have a perfect round. So your question will be in the category of the 2010s. What type of animals are terrorizing the main characters in 47 Meters Down? So in response to my last question, we got Mark, we got Ryko. It's true. But Mark isn't usually here on the weekends because he can't be bothered. We get it, Mark. You have a life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. For suspense, we'll start with Ryan.
Sharks.
Mark.
I don't know. Maybe I have some curse that doesn't allow me here on Fridays or Saturdays. Sharks. I butchered that.
And Rue.
Sharks.
And for the perfect round, Jake.
Sharks.
Sharks is correct. So that is a perfect round for Jake Marangoni. So this question will only be to him. Your question. Bad Boys 2, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, and A Time to Kill all feature scenes where characters infiltrate what organization?
Fuck this organization. A Ku Klux Klan.
That is correct on both accounts. for the True Perfect round.
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Fuck yeah, Jake.
So that the score coming out around number 1, I have Back to Formula in the lead 15-9. So you'll get into round number 2, which will work like this. It is the wheel round, so each team will get the chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what categories they'll be answering questions in today. If they don't like the category they've spin their first time, they can spin a second time, but they must keep whatever it lands on then. 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point. Stealing is available. Categories on the wheel today are Tom Atkins, which is Back to Formula's strength, as well as Worlds of DC, which is the strength of Sexual Chocolate. And we got the general categories of scores and soundtracks, 2010s, Oscars, comic book movies, recent releases, and 1990s. So Back to Formula, since you're on the lead, would you like to spin first or defer?
I still want to go for my plan. Mark, what do you think?
Okay.
All right. We're going to go first.
All right. Well, then, Formula, this will be your first spin. And you land on opponent's choice.
I see.
So, Sexual Chocolate. What would you like to give Back to Formula?
Scott. Coming in at Scott.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
All right, so...
Yeah,
go ahead,
thank you.
So, like, we all know what we're getting if we get opponents. So...
That's true.
I low-key just want to get Oscars the fuck out of there.
We can't do that, though. Jake's gonna run.
That's the issue. That's the issue. So that's where I'm at. Because
what do you guys think? What do you guys think about recent releases? Because like I know that they watch the movies, but like Jake may not have gotten every movie in Australia, and and
Okay.
I mean, Mark watches some. I know. So, but I mean, it's something y'all could steal probably. And just looking at the rest of the wheel, there's nothing else that jumps out to me that much.
Yeah.
My other thought would be scores and soundtracks.
Well,
I think data is going to just be good for Jake in general.
yeah.
So,
Well, honestly, like a lot's gonna fall on the data. But if it's something that we can collaborate on, like for steals, then possibly we can do scores and soundtracks.
I say recent because it gets played a lot, and so the questions could go deep.
Does that work with you, Rue?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it. Hoping for some steals. We need them anyway.
All right. I mean, yeah. Let's give it a shot.
All right. Recent releases it is. So I'll be reading you your questions Back to Formula in recent releases. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Your first question. In 2025's Wolfman, Blake realizes that the Wolfman is actually his father when he recognizes a tattoo on what part of his body?
I didn't say this.
This is the beginning of the year, so I don't really remember.
Do you have an idea?
Not really.
4.
Let's just go multiple.
Multiple choice, please.
Your options are A, leg, B, neck, C, shoulder, or D, arm.
Anything jumping out?
Maybe neck. I'm not sure.
5, 4, 3.
Oh, let's go for that.
2.
Neck. Final answer.
It's unfortunately incorrect for the 1 point steal. Is it A, leg, B, neck, C, shoulder, or D, arm?
Have you seen this? Because I haven't.
I have not. I've only just listened to reviews.
Ryan, can we get both hands on screen there?
Here.
Oh, sorry.
There you go.
Honestly, a part of me, I was between the leg or the shoulder because it feels like something that would be a revealed reveal.
4.
So
I feel like leg. That's
2.
where my head went.
okay,
1.
let's go with leg.
Leg. Final answer. Leg. Final answer.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for D, arm.
Oh.
Okay.
Easy. All right then.
So your next question. Who directed A Working Man?
A Working Man. David Ayer.
Yeah, David Ayer.
Yeah, David Ayer. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. How does the titular character die in Longlegs?
Doesn't he kill himself?
Yes. Yeah, he does. And they
He
just
commits suicide.
yeah, let's just say that.
He commits suicide. Final answer.
Can you be more specific?
Like he bashes his head on the table like repeatedly.
Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your fourth question. In Anora, Vanya's friends Tom and Crystal work at a shop that sells what?
Candy?
Yes.
Pretty close was candy.
I don't think it's anything.
I'll just say
Yeah.
sweets. I'll say
Just
sweets.
say candy. Just say candy.
All right. Candy. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
Thank you, Mark.
And
I
your,
don't want to
final,
get caught up in the jargon here. All right, let's.
and your final question. Who plays Arthur Stieglitz, the head of the National Cybersecurity Center in Black Bag?
That's Pierce Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan. That's it. Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Fuck yeah.
Then coming out of their turn, back to Formula gets their score up to 23. Back to, Sexual Chocolate remains at 9. So we'll bring back the wheel for what will be Sexual Chocolate's first spin.
Do we have a chance
There
here
it
to do
is.
something?
Will we get lucky?
Land on the category of scores and sound effects. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
We're gonna have
Well,
to spin that again, I think.
We need points. We need
Yeah.
points. So yeah.
Scott,
Yeah,
how you
spin-
feeling?
Yeah, spin it again. Yeah.
Spin it again.
Sorry about the opponent's choice. I mean,
Hey,
probably would have gone that way.
we had a chance on one and didn't
Yeah.
get it. So yeah, we're spinning again. Okay.
Okay. So then this will be the category that you must keep. You land in the category of the 1990s.
It's not
Better
hor-
than Tom
it's not horrible.
Atkins. Better than Tom Atkins.
Not horrible.
So we'll put Scott backstage for now, and I'll be reading you your questions in the 1990s. Are you prepared?
Sure.
Let's go.
All right. Your first question. After the death of her adoptive parents, a black optometrist finds her white birth mother in what 90s drama?
Black optometrist finds her white birth mother.
It sounds familiar, but it's not popping up in my head.
Yeah.
Do you have any ideas?
5,
No,
4.
problem is 90s has variation. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice.
Yeah.
So for 1 point, is it A, Naked, B, Secrets and Lies, C, Happiness, or D, Breaking the Waves?
It's not happiness,
oh.
that's for sure.
Yeah, we didn't pull up a code, but who gives a shit? I think it's the thing that's coming up in my head is Secrets and Lies. That's what I think it is. I think that's
Yeah, I know it's not C, so I was leaning towards A, but let's go with your answer.
3.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Secrets and Lies. Final answer.
That is correct. 1 point.
All right.
Palm d'Or winner.
So your next question. In 12 Monkeys, how does Cole die?
Take
Cole,
your time.
is that Bruce Willis's character or is it Pitts?
I'm gonna assume just go with Bruce Willis. Whoever dies, we'll repeat this. But what do you think? Because I really haven't seen this either.
I'm just trying to because I believe Cole's character because Bruce
5,
Willis dies. He's
4,
shot. He
2.
Repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
Right, that is your first repeat. Your question again. In 12 Monkeys, how does Cole die?
So again, does Brad Pitt die? If he does, whatever. But if you thought it was Bruce Willis, go with that when we need it. And you want to say shot.
Bruce Willis, I know he dies at the end of the movie. He gets shot, like he's gunned down.
So let's just say shot.
Yeah, let's go there.
3.
Shot. Final answer.
Final answer. Yeah.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
Good shit.
So your third question. Who plays Malcolm's wife, Betty Shabazz, in Malcolm X?
Angela Bassett.
Hell yeah.
Angela Bassett. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Now, your fourth question in this category. Election's final scene takes place in what U.S. city?
It's Washington, D.C.
Take it.
Washington, D.C. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And now your final question in this category. Who directed Twister?
Oh shit!
God, I love this movie. What the fuck?
What other movies? Because with the recent.
All I know is produced by Spielberg, but he didn't direct it.
He didn't direct it. We're probably. I don't want to waste the multiple. We're probably gonna have to go multiple.
2.
Yeah, let's go
Multiple choice.
All right. Is it A, Roland Emmerich, B, Michael Bay, C, Jan de Bont, or D, George P. Cosmatos?
No.
Well, I know if it's a 50-50, I'm getting rid of A and B. A part of me wants to say Jan de Bont.
Go for it, because I none of those actually stuck out to me, to tell you the truth. So
okay, Jan de Bont, final answer.
That is correct for the clean sweep of the category.
Damn.
All right.
I hate that I didn't know that immediately. Ugh.
So then, coming out of round number 2, it is still a 6-point gap. We got Back to Formula in the lead 23 to Sexual Chocolates 17. So we'll get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the Pick Your Poison round. So we'll be going back and forth, drafting categories, starting with the team in the lead. Once a category is drafted, it cannot be drafted by your opponents. Once all categories are drafted, the team behind will answer questions until they take the lead. They'll choose what category they'd like to take for their 1, 2, 3, and 4-point question in that order, and we will go until there's a mathematical winner. Categories they can pick from today are comedy, sci-fi fantasy, family, directors, action-adventure, actors and actresses, comic book movies, and classics. So let them pick their categories right now, and we will be right back. All right, we're back. The teams have selected their categories, so you'll start with Sexual Chocolate since they are down. So what category would you like for your 1-pointer?
Classics.
Classics.
All right. So your 1-pointer in the category of classics. Who directed A Streetcar Named Desire, Splendor in the Grass, and East of Eden?
Oh my god. Problem is
Streetcar, is that Elia Kazan?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Was that Elia Kazan?
4. 3.
Fuck. I think so.
1. All right, that is your second repeat. Your question again, who directed A Streetcar Named Desire, Splendor in the Grass, and East of Eden?
That's the only name that comes to mind. I don't know directors.
I can't remember who directed East of Eden. I know Elie Kazan. He directed On the Waterfront with Martin Brando.
Yeah, but I honestly don't have anybody else because I don't remember. I don't know directors.
5.
If we don't have anybody, I'm gonna throw it out.
3.
Yeah, just throw it out there, man. I'm
Elia Kazan, final answer.
That's correct for 1 point.
Oh
my gosh.
Okay.
We have one more repeat, by the way. So let's try to not have to use that shit.
So I'll stick with you. What category would you like now for your 2-pointer?
Here's my thought, Ryan. Comedy can go broader. Family only goes to the 80s. I've been wanting to use family at 3, but I know you're confident in comedy at 3. What are you feeling?
Well, I know family also. I know family is also. Yeah, no, you're right. There's. You know what? If we want to stay within, for some reason my brain is trying to remember what family movie I've seen in the 70s, and I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, let's not.
If family works, if you want to do family for 3, we can do that, and then just do comedy for 2.
Yeah, so we'll do, and I'm assuming that's what you're saying, Scott. Comedy at 2 right now. Yep. So we'll do that.
All right, we'll do comedy for 2.
All right. So your 2-pointer in the category of comedy. Who stars as twin roles in The Great Dictator as both a Jewish barber and the title character?
Charlie
Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
So we'll stick with you still. So what category now would you like for your 3-pointer?
Family.
We'll take family.
All right. So your question in family for the potential tie game. In Tomorrowland, what attraction is Frank taken to at the World's Fair to see Tomorrowland for the first time?
Okay, Frank, that is George Clooney's character.
Space Mountain. Any other? I've never seen Tomorrowland. Sorry.
Oh my God, Tomorrowland. That is.
5, 4.
I want to save it and say Space Mountain.
2.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
1.
Space Mountain.
Space
Final
Mountain.
answer.
So unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for It's a Small World.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
No, that's
Right.
okay. Honestly, that movie was a one and done for me. I didn't plan on. I never rewatched it.
So here's the situation now. Sexual Chocolate has their 4-pointer remaining in the category of action/adventure. If they hit it, it'll send it back to formula. If they miss, back to formula will be the winners. So your question in the category of action/adventure. In The Northman, Amleth negotiates with his uncle to trade his lover Olga for what specific kind of item?
His son's heart. His enemy's heart. He cuts out his.
What kind of? He's heart. So they said
heart,
kind
yeah.
of item. So heart.
It's a
what
heart,
specific
yes.
kind of heart? Final answer.
That is correct for 4 big points.
Good shit, Ryan.
I've been done over when it comes to 4. They always want details, so it's like what can't just say heart.
I respect it.
That was the kind of item.
You were correct either
Yeah.
way. So let's
Yes.
get that.
So with that, Sexual Chocolate gets the 4 points and they take the lead. So we'll go over to back to formula now. So
the
what
scores,
category? It is 24-23.
Okay.
So what category would you like for your 1-pointer?
We'll just take actors and actresses.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. So your 1-pointer in actors and actresses. Who appears in Furious 7, Death Proof, and Sky High?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
You go for it.
Kurt Russell. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Into the tie game. So now here's the situation. If Back to Formula hits any of their 3 remaining questions, they will be the winner.
You want to just take directors?
Yeah, I think that's safer. Just go directors.
Yeah, let's take directors.
All right. So your 2-pointer in directors. Who directed The Holiday, The Intern, and It's Complicated?
Nancy Myers, final answer.
And your winners, Back to Formula. Nancy Myers was correct. So good game. We'll put everyone backstage for now. And as well, we have set ourselves up for now a 5th match in this tournament because they're now both teams are tied. Great performance from both teams, I would say, today. Overall, a good game. I think it was just one of those situations where round 1 was the deciding round. Back to Formula got a big lead, 6-point lead that they were able to hold on to for the rest of the match. But other than that, I mean, Sexual Chocolate had a great game otherwise. Like, they went perfect in their category in round 2 and only missed their 3-pointer in round 3. So overall, a really good game from them. It was just kind of a tough round 1 for them today, which oftentimes can be the deciding factor, and that's what happened today. But overall, great performance from Back to Formula. I mean, they had a tough match in their last outing against Judgment City, and they really rebounded in a massive way here today. They would have looked pretty foolish if they were talking all the smack that they were going into this and calling out Sexual Chocolate in their previous matches. I'm sure they're probably relieved that it went that way. Anyways, we're going to get to talking to the teams now in the post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second-place finishers, Sexual Chocolate. Like I said, guys, you're faced this team 3 times before, and you beat them twice. Now they have 2 victories over you, so you're only tied in this rivalry. So you still have that.
Oh, yeah.
And so overall, how do you feel about the match?
You called it. No, go ahead, Ryan. You go ahead.
No, I'm mainly just gonna say it's this game definitely fell down to statistics for us. I mean, normally when Rue and I play together, we're always finding a way to balance each other out. If one of us messes up on round 1, the other one's able to bounce back to keep us at an even keel. This just felt like on this time we both were just not on top of our games, respectively, for round 1. I mean, it's obvious round two we collabed, we came together on that. So that's one thing that hasn't lost. I guess when it comes to it individually, there's still something that I know. I mean, what missing 3 questions that I knew I should have gotten right doesn't really sit well with me when it comes to round one all the time. So it's always like either a team or a singles match. It's always a reminder. Got to keep upping my round one game.
Yeah, it did really come down to it, and he was right. Usually, I say if we keep within 4 after round one, it's pretty good. Anything after that, and like so many of those questions, it wasn't one or the other. It was both of us. I think we both went 4 or 5. One of us went 3. Where I would know an answer that he didn't. He would know an answer that I didn't. That was just like. And then they would get 2. And then I think the second time now that maybe the third that Jake had the true perfect round on top of that doesn't help. But we were able to bounce back and keep it close. I know that opponent's choice made them be like, are you fucking serious? Because the wheel doesn't like them against us. So
at the same time, with opponent's choice, when they got opponent's choice, personally to me, there was only maybe 3 options I thought would work. I did not want to give them comic book movies because just in case we would still need it because we needed the points.
Yeah.
And also, I was still terrified. I mean, my first instinct was to give them like Oscars or scores and soundtracks, but knowing how good Jake is and Mark is, I mean, they don't always hit perfect, but when it comes to that one day, they're able to clear a category that most people normally don't get. So it was just kind of like
there wasn't that
our strengths, or we just give them something broad.
There wasn't that killer slice on the wheel that you could have, given them in an opponent's choice situation to sort of even the playing field. And with it being a 6-point deficit coming out of round one, you just kind of had to roll the dice. And there was the one chance at the steal on recent releases, which, I mean, maybe that was the most we could have hoped for in that situation. But I think y'all are right. It did come down to round one, but y'all are a good round one team. So I don't think this is something that you need to, lose a lot of sleep over.
Yeah, well, I mean, so unfortunately, because we're shooting so far ahead, this does bring an end to your season. But overall, so when you do return next season, who would you be wanting to face?
I think the only other that would be nice getting Law Deal again. The only other team that probably gets called out more than us, blame Canada.
Oh yeah,
Ryko.
I know
the only other team that calls us out more than Back to Formula does.
And they've been calling you guys out for a while too, so I'm sure they would love to face you as well. But yeah, I'd love to see that match definitely. But we'll put you backstage for now. Thank you guys for coming out. And we will now bring in the first place finishers for this evening. Back to Formula, Mark and Jake. Guys, you guys have been having a really, really good season this year, and continues today. From the round one, you guys set a very high pace, 6-point lead, 15 points in round one. That's a great score. And even on opponent's choice, so you got given recent releases and still did very, very well in it, getting 8 points there, only giving up 1 question. Overall, how are you feeling about your performance today?
I feel really good. I've been for over almost a year wanting a rematch against these guys, and I have tried to shout what I've wanted into the to the gods of Multiplex. I want to play them again after every match, and it was on us to make that happen. So I'm happy that we didn't, like you alluded, shit the bed by just constantly calling them out and then losing, because that would have been absolutely embarrassing, and I would have probably retired from life. But
oh my, that's an overreaction.
Bit of an overreaction, yeah, I admit. But regardless, we are just so hungry. We're proving that, we can only really do well if we get opponent's choice in round 2. I was thinking about this. We've landed on opponent's choice 5 times in all our matches, and we have won every single time we have landed on opponent's choice in round 2. So I don't know what that says, but I feel very good about that. Mark and I did well in round 1, and that's what got us the win. Pretty much, we kept that 6-point lead after round 2, and we just did a 1 and 2. So I went a little bit quick on the 2 there. I'm sure Mark didn't mind me just going for Nancy Myers, but I figured at that point we knew the answer. Let's just finish this and think about what round 2 is going to bring us. But I have so much respect for Ryan and Amaru. It's one thing to beat us once. It's another thing to beat us twice. And the only other team to have done that is Judgment City. So you are people that everyone loves to play for fun reasons, and I like to play you for competitive reasons. You have my respect, guys. That 5th match, let's see how that goes. But I like being 2-2. So, yeah, very happy.
Yeah, don't sweat on the last question. I would have just second-guessed us. I was sitting there in my head, well, is it Nancy Meyer or Nancy Myers? Which one is... And, like, we didn't need to spend an extra 5 seconds, talking about that. Oh, yeah, obviously... feels really good. I mean, I am very relieved in that sense because we did spend an entire year calling out a team, and if we had lost this match, it would just it's like we couldn't that would have been this would have been a true loser leaves town scenario. And only in our case though, because if we would have lost, I don't think we can show our faces here again. We just couldn't do it. But glad we got the win. Glad it was dominant. I think, that just seems to be the case with Jake and I this year. We played really well this year, and I know, we did not feel spectacular after that title match. We definitely feel like we left some moments on, we left some points on the board there, and we just really want to get back there. And if I am very eager to tear through 3 more teams to get there.
Can we make it to the finals of the tournament in 3 years in a row consecutively? Can we do it? I don't think so, but we'll try.
Well, so obviously this won't be your official call-out, but can you give us any hints on who you might be thinking about playing next round?
I will say I would like to call out a team that we haven't played before. I could see Blame Canada making it. I could see, I don't know, Judgment City. We're not going to have a chance to call them out, unfortunately, because they're 1 seed higher ranked than us. There are a couple teams out there that, if they win round 1 matchup, I would love to play them. But I don't know, Mark, is there anyone specific? I feel like I've been the one just sexual chocolate. And now that we've passed this point, I feel like we're just we're just here for the road. I don't know, Mark, anyone?
I mean, listen, I knew I knew this was the term we were doing. I knew I couldn't say anything for round 1. If I suggested anyone of sexual chocolate, you would have left me. We would have had a divorce. I do echo what Jake is saying. I would like to play somebody that we haven't played before. Now that does kind of narrow it down quite a bit because we played almost everybody at least once at this point. So, but yeah, you never know. Maybe we'll surprise you. You never know.
We're gonna call out Bring Out Your Dead.
We're not in the tournament, but I like that I like the moxie. You have beaten us twice already, though, so I don't know what that would do for your legacy. Anyways, we'll put you backstage for now, and I will close this out. Thank you all for watching. This has been another great episode of Movie Melee. We'll see you all in the next one. Thank you to the players for playing, writers for writing, showrunners for show running, and everyone who helps make this channel what it is. We appreciate you and everything you do. So we'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.